Maritime sector players on the platform of Maritime Truckers Association are getting ready to embark on a strike in the wake of what they called the unrestricted disruption of their business by hoodlums operating under different guises at the nation's ports. The maritime truck operators, besides being responsible for the transportation of over 90% of Nigeria's import and export, are among the largest employers of labor in the country. We now have joining us Ridwan Bello, a member of the Maritime Truckers Association. Thank you so much for joining us on Newsday.
Thank you for having me on the show.
Now, we know you've sought government intervention from harassment and intimidation from hoodlums, which you alleged are sponsored by some transport unions and local government. Any reply from the government so far? What has been done?
The government have, come up with intervention program, and in a way whereby they instituted LASCOC, Lagos State Truck and Cargo Committee, which follows up with all the illegalities being done by these union bodies. They are hoodlums under some sort of, I call it a disgraceful way, whereby their patrons are rulers, godfathers in the ruling class, and also some Ritian and NURTW. They called us together. They have a way of, the government has intervened, but it's still not coming with any, basic solutions.
Mr. Bello, your association has accused specific organizations. What proof do you have of that?
I mean, from what we can see on the screen, they are there. I mean, we have numbers of videos showing their operations and activity. Only Lagos-Badagry Expressway, we have over 60 checkpoints full of extortion bandits. That's what we call them. They mounted their umbrellas, with so much impunity. They injure our drivers, they vandalize our trucks. We can't even meet up with the minimum safety standard put up by the Nigerian Port Authority. And, these guys, they make so much money in billions, month in, month out. And nobody's saying anything. And they are there, day in, day out, making such huge money, and they don't want to back out. And that is why we have taken it upon ourselves that we are going to withdraw our service. By on the 12th of this month, we would withdraw our service and we'll, shut down the ports. The newly built Lekki port, they are already there. These guys are, bringing down the whole essence of cargo evacuation, trade facilitation. There is a multiplier effect on all this. How do we explain to investors that as you are coming to invest in Nigeria, there are hoodlums around the port area that could hijack your goods? It's disgraceful.
It certainly is, but you talked about the government calling you to a meeting that they've met with you a couple of times. I'm wondering, if members of these organizations that you have accused, of these associations that you have accused of sponsoring these hoodlums, were they also in attendance?
Yes.
What are they saying about this issue?
They are in attendance. They claim to say that, they are not involved. It's just some rascals that are on the road. But when you look at the videos, they wear their uniforms. And it is obvious they don't want to back out because of the money they've been making. And this kind of money can be used to build ultra-modern truck parks so that trucks will not be on the highways. So we need proactive measures where government would have to just take them out. Enough is enough. How do we explain that a truck driver that is expected to drop a container in the middle of the night was attacked just because they want to collect 3,000? Do you know, after collecting the 3,000, these hoodlums went back and said, for stressing us, we are going to give you a mark. And the damage, the injured is high. Now he's blind. This is somebody that is trying to make ends meet for his family. Our drivers are dying day by day, so we can't stand this anymore.
But when such things happen, I'm sure you report to the police.
Yes.
What sort of response do you get from the police?
I mean, we had a police operation, sting operation carried out on them. But as we have it, they released these guys, they are back on the road. We have written to the office of the vice president, and we are pleading with the presidency to please come to our aid.
That is what I wanted to ask you. With regards to the government, you have asked for urgent intervention. What are you looking for them to do specifically?
So we want them to criminalize the activities of these boys. Criminalize, because the thing they keep on saying is that, oh, some of us are union bodies. But your own union doesn't cover the maritime truckers. Criminalize the activities of these boys, take them away from the road so that we can have some sort of sanity in the maritime subsector of the Nigerian MPA, Nigerian Port Authority.
So, you've threatened to go on strike, if the federal government does not intervene. I think you said September 12th you'll begin this strike. But I'm just wondering, what impact this will have, on your members who will be involved sitting at home, and also on the economy of this nation if this happens. Why is it necessary that we prevent this strike? So
we have so many agitations, but this is on the front line, because how do we explain to people that out of our profit, 30%, for example, if you load a container going to Ikeja at 300,000, you do the call-up system, and over 60,000 is spent on the activities of the area boys. So what profit is left for us as truckers? And for the government, what we are asking is simple. We want the economy to grow. Just take these boys out of the road so that we can have an enabling environment to run our business and feed our family and also grow the nation. It's a very simple, and it is well stated.
And up till now, what response have you had? Local government?
From the government? Mm-hmm. I mean, they are from the Lagos state government. They've made huge impact. They've called them to order, but it seems like it's not working. I don't know. Maybe it's because of the money they've made so far. When they arrest these boys, they release them again. So if these activities of the extortion bandits are criminalized, then they will serve jail terms.
Well, Mr. Ridwan Bello, we do hope, that the government is listening and that something will be done about the activities of these extortion bandits, as you have called them. Mr. Ridwan Bello, Vice Chairman, Maritime Truckers Association, thank you so much for joining us on Newsday.
Thank you for having me on the program.